Night Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of the records. We rank them from worst to best, and we give our biggest banger, stinger from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So what are we doing this week, Jeff? Go.
It was Balkan Beatbox.
I do remember that band name.
Yeah,
I do remember that, but I don't remember anything about them.
Gypsy punk.
Okay.
Anyway, we're doing Look What I Almost Stepped In by the Vandals.
Well, that's what we're doing on the main episode, but we're doing the rankings right now. So.
Well, why'd you ask me what we're doing?
Well, I asked you what band we're doing, but okay, that's fine. Whatever. We'll move on. We're doing the Vandals this week because you don't like to play along. We're doing their 10 full-length records plus their EP, Peace Through Vandalism, so 11 altogether. Like I said, biggest banger, stinker from each of them. And let's start with number 11. What do you? I did no 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge this week because it's way too easy, not even fun. So, what do you got for number 11? Go.
Number 11. Here we go. I know you're gonna be fussy this whole time just because like you think this band is like the best of all time, and you think every record is like a 3 out of 3, and it's
love
just
the Vandals. Love the Vandals.
You're about to get a knuckle sandwich of reality. Okay, so I hope you brushed your teeth because they're about to get dirty. Their worst album is Oi to the World. That's
you are an idiot. That's their idiot.
Worst. Their sixth record from '96. Their sixth record. This should be a sixth record. Make it better. It's a Christmas album. I mean, like at least the songs are actually solid. Like
yeah, the songs
solid
are good.
punk in them. But it's a fucking Christmas album. What makes it a Christmas album is they add fucking stupid chimes and bells all over the fucking place. I'm like, that's just dumb, dude. That's just cheesy and low-hanging fruit. It's dumb. And listen, I know you're going to cry. And I know you're going to be a baby about it. But no doubt does Oi to the World better than this.
They don't.
And that doesn't mean you hate the Vandals version. That doesn't mean you think the Vandals suck. That doesn't mean that, like, No Doubt is better at everything they do. It's okay. They do it better. It's more fun. It's more exciting. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. My banger, Overture.
That's your banger?
I like when bands do this shit. It's fun. I like it. It's cool. The worst song was easily the worst song, but it's Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Stupid. This is elementary, like punk goes Xmas. It's stupid. It's sloppy, but not even like the endearing punk kind of way. And these guys aren't sloppy, so they're doing like fake sloppy, and it's stupid. This record's not even good.
You're so ridiculous.
This record's probably like just because Oi to the World is there, maybe 125.
That's still way higher than I was expecting. Okay, so when you say 1.25, that's out of 3, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So 1.25 isn't terrible. Because it's not bad.
No.
Yeah.
Like nothing. I don't think they've ever done a stinker song. Like no song they've ever done is a stinker.
I agree. Totally agree.
No stinkers.
Yeah, no stinkers. But, all right, so Oi to the World, number 11. That's fine. You're wrong. So, oh wait, what the hell happened here? What the fuck?
He erased his number 11, which was also Oi to the World, and now he's putting it somewhere else. That's okay.
No, what? Hold on. The formatting got all fucking weird.
How to go from Arial to Times New Roman?
No.
That's crazy. Comic Sans? Courier New?
Whatever. So my number 11, that was super weird. It's like all in Roman numerals rather than like bullet points or the way I have my notes structured. I don't know. It fucked me up.
Wild.
Shut
That's
the fuck up.
wild.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't know why.
How would you ever recover from that? That's crazy.
I don't know, but I will. Don't worry, I will.
That's headline news.
Number 11 for me. Internet Dating Superstuds. 9th record from 2002. This record is good. It's a good record. I wouldn't get it on vinyl, but it's certainly riding the coattails of Look What I Almost Stepped In, where it's more pop melody, more pop punk based melody, song structures, and everything like that. Nothing super punk or as much fun. I guess you could say, because what makes the Vandals so good to me is that they can infuse like the really fast punk intensity energy with like fun, stupid, dumb lyrics and great melodies on top of it. But Internet Dating Super Studs just doesn't really hit very many check boxes or as many. So yeah, I think it's kind of a dud record. Not bad, like I said, not bad. I still have fun listening to it when I do, but I'd never really go back to it often because God, they have so many other great records. So Banger 43210 -1, the opener, just the title, that lyric is just so dumb and so funny. But it's a great fucking song, great punk song. It almost broke my top 10 Vandals list, which we'll talk about at the end of this episode, our top 10 Vandals songs. But Stinker, Where's Your Dignity, slow jam, kind of a doo-wop thing. This is the closest thing the band has ever had to a stinker in their entire career. And it's not even a bad song. It's just, it doesn't really fit anything they've ever done. And I didn't think they did this kind of thing that well. I think they tried a little too hard on this one. So on this song, and really this entire record. So Internet Dating Super Studs, there you go. Number 11, what do you got for number 10? Go.
Number 10, Slippery When Ill.
There you go.
Second record. This is an easy one to put, I don't know, closer to the bottom, right? It's not even the Vandals. It's getting closer to what the Vandals are going to be. This record's kind of a cop-out because like we do have Dave here, but it's not on vocals, it's not even like a punk record. It's I don't know. Like if we had Warren and Josh, like this would have been a killer, like more complex cowpunk record. Instead, it's just kind of bottom of the barrel shit. This is just a genre of music that is just you warm up to before you do your actual music. But there are fun songs in there. My bangers goop all over the phone. That I mean that always just makes me laugh. I love the way he says it too. He really, the goop all over the phone. Like he's really trying to sing in it. It's so goofy and so dumb. So like, the blueprint for the Vandals is getting more and more defined. And this is kind of like, starting here. Susanville, that's my weakest song. Not because it's a bad song again, but like, dude, we really miss Warren and Josh. Like Josh would have slayed this like drum roll country thing, that whole time. He would have slayed that. Warren would have spiced this up with like leads and energy and nuance. Mm-hmm. So like this record just, I don't think this is a bad record. I think that if Warren and Josh were on this, it would have been much higher and much, much better.
Absolutely. So what's your stinker then?
Susanville.
Oh, Susanville. Okay.
I don't want to call him stinker. I think weakest song. Song.
Sometimes
these mean stinkers.
Yeah, in the end. Okay, so Slippery When Ill is my number 10 as well. And the first with Dave Quackenbush on vocals, last with Jan Ackerman on guitar, and also this guy Robbie Allen played bass on it too. This is the only time he ever played bass with the band on record. And yeah, it's cowpunk. It's what they call cowpunk. It's their take and them making fun of the resurgence of country music, especially in Orange County at the time, Southern California. So it's them really just making fun of that genre, but it did not sit well with like other punkers. Like they just didn't get it. I mean, the songs are cool, they're fun, they're funny, but at the time I get it when you're coming from such like a homogenized and just kind of very narrow-minded punk scene. Doing something like this is just, the kids aren't going to get it. Kids in the punk scene are just not going to get it. And it fucking fell flat, like hardcore, to the point where they never.
Social D's like fucking huge as fuck right now. And like you're making fun of the people that also like that kind of music in Southern California. But you're not doing it too tongue in cheek to where it's obvious that it's a joke.
True. Yeah. They're taking more of like a outlaw country stance on it and really making it like fucking goofy as hell. Which I still think is fun. It's cool. It's good. But, I mean, I would never get this on vinyl. And it was also to the point where they released this in 1989, but they didn't play it. It was so unsuccessful that they never really talked about it, but then they eventually re-released it on Kung Fu Records, their own label, as the Vandals played really bad original country tunes in 1999 on the 10th anniversary. So, and then they put a couple extra songs on there that were recorded after Josh and Warren had joined the band at that time. Even Josh's dad played tuba on one song. But yeah, just it's fun. It's fun to listen to every couple of years. You're like, damn, dude, this is still it's exciting. It's cool. It's silly. It's goofy. But I rarely ever go back to this. I would never get this on vinyl. Banger. I did like Susanville a lot. I know you said that's your stinker, but it's upbeat. It's a solid little country fun song, and the vocals are a ton of fun too. So dig it. Stinker is Zilla Lady Killer. I know it's kind of like a remix, and I think it was also a song that they put on after the fact for the re-release in '99. I forgot, but that song sucks. It just sucks. So, anyway, Slippery When Low, my number 10. What do you got for number 9? Go.
The Quickening.
Okay,
Fifth record, 96. There's a lot of similarities between this and Live Fast. This continues that trend, but doesn't really like elevate anything else. Once we get to Hitler, then things get amped up and like honestly, this is just like a rehash / B-side stuff from Live Fast. It's a good, decent record that is punk and has a little bit of Vandals here and there, but I think they overdid themselves on Live Fast, and they are not like they can't follow that up. There's no way you can follow that up by doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. And this is that. This is trying to do the same exact thing as Live Fast, but you're never gonna fucking top that. So that's why it's here. There's only like one song on this record that I like, and that's Hungry for You. That's like the only song that I truly do like. Yep. And it's one of the dumbest songs I've ever done. Warren sings, and he like, if you didn't know it was him, it'd sound like a girl, and it's fucking so dumb, and it's funny, but I like it. I'll Make You Love Me. That's my least favorite song. I don't even know why. I just put like the whisper verse. It's kind of weak. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of the stuff I have going on from here on out, I don't have a lot of notes for my worst songs.
Same here, because in the end, I think all of these songs are pretty damn good to be on bangers. So this isn't like Puddle of Mud last week, where this is the complete opposite of Puddle of Mud, where every song is fucking good. So it's hard for us to come up with something bad to say about it. But
it got really hard later on too.
Oh, I guess we get higher
with the better records, yeah. But I still did my homework. I know you probably didn't do. I did
too, but that's okay.
Live Fast Diarrhea. So
number 9 for me, Oi to the World, from 1996. Their Christmas album of all original songs, or for the most part, all original or mostly original songs. They play this every year. I think they're going to be on their 24th or 25th anniversary this year when they play their annual Christmas show here in Anaheim, California. And it's fun. I mean, it's what you'd expect from the Vandals. Dumb, goofy lyrics, solid punk songs, catchy parts, catchy harms, melodies. It's good. I mean, unfortunately, it just doesn't hit as hard as, Hitler Bad, Diarrhea, Stepped In. It doesn't quite have that intensity and the craziness of those records, but it's still a ton of fun. And it's fun watching this band play these songs every fucking year. They play like half their set are like most of the Christmas songs on this. The second half of the set are just whatever the fuck they want to play, and Ape Drape. So, but yeah, Oi to the World is good. From here on out, from this record on out, I have everything on vinyl except for Hollywood Potato Chip. So, and I don't have Oi to the World, but I have the live version of it that they released in 2021 on vinyl. When they were
with the Matterhorn on it.
The Matterhorn on it, yeah. So yeah. I have that. So I essentially have this record, but it's live, which is cool because there's like banter in between songs. They're making fun of each other and shit. So it's fun.
Okay, that's too many, but okay.
Well, okay, that's stupid. What do you got for number 8? Go.
Internet Dating Super Studs, number 8.
It's about him time.
This is the record I forget about the most. This is a record I forget even exists because it's so fucking forgettable. Like, the problem with these like later stage Vandals records is they get to be too similar. There's a lot of these songs that blend together and just sound the fucking same. And at this point, like, you've already maxed out. That's why they slowed down on making records, is because they maxed out. Like, they maxed out in the 90s. They were done. They could not do anything better than those 3 records that are hopefully both in our top 3s. Mm-hmm. And this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. If Good Charlotte put this out, we'd be like, holy fuck, that's a really good Charlotte record. But like, it's the Vandals, and we know what you're capable of. Yeah. So this isn't bad. My weakest song is Where's Your Dignity also. That song's not very good. It's not a stinker. It's still fun, and it's still kind of like cutesy, but it's not very good. But that's one of the only reason why this is even like higher is just because one of these songs did make my top 10. And that's Disproportion Head. Dude,
that's a song I forget, and until I listen to it, I'm like, dude, this is like a Guttermouth song. This is straight up a Guttermouth song.
I just can't even fucking sing it, dude. It's so fucking catchy.
It's so catchy,
funny.
And it's it's funny, it's catchy, but yeah, it's very much in the same vein as Guttermouth. but not as like wild and fast as a Guttermouth song.
Yeah.
But dude, it's fucking funny. It's a great song.
True banger, like through and through. It's a true banger.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why this got above Quickening, Slippery, and Oi to the World, because this did make my top 10. So I felt like I should put this a little bit higher. But really, everything else on this record, besides Disproportion Head, it just sounds the same.
It's too good, though. It's too good. All right, so my number 8 is When in Rome, Do As the Vandals Do. This is they're technically their first album, came out in 1985. Steve-O is still on vocals on here. Joe Escalante is still playing drums on this record, or at this point in the band, and he's on this record. And then Jan is also playing guitar. This is the he did one more record after this, and that was Slippery When Ill on guitar. But I mean, this is really just a continuation of what they were doing on Peace Through Vandalism, but a little bit goofier. Of course, there's a shit ton of punk stuff on here. The songs are fast. They're a little bit aggressive. They're out of control. But there's just a hint more goofiness, really kind of leading into what we see the Vandals are, what the Vandals become in the 90s with the classic era of the band, which I call the classic era of the band. You know, Dave, Joe, Warren, and Josh. That's the classic era. But I feel like this is the true predecessor to that. I wouldn't even say Fear of a Punk Planet is, but this is the true predecessor to what we saw, you know, from Live Fast up until Hollywood Potato Chip. But it's good. It's a great record. I have this on vinyl. I have your old copy on vinyl. You sold this to me, so I do really like this record a lot. I do love this record a lot. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Banger, Hocus Pocus, the cover, the Focus cover. It's so over the top and stupid and dumb, but they somehow make it work, even though it's so bad. It's just a bad cover. But I fucking love it. I think the Vandals are fucking great. Even this era of the Vandals. Some people are like, "Oh, this is the best era of the Vandals." Blah, 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 blah. It's like, fuck you, dude. No.
That's wrong.
It's
people
totally
that say
wrong.
that are objectively wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great era, but comparing it to the classic era of the 90s and onward, no, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, a stinker, Mohawk Town. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a goofy cowboy country song. Kind of like what we were gonna see on Slippery When Ill, but yeah, in the end, nothing wrong with it. It's just I had to pick a stinker, and this is like the outlier on the whole record. So there you go. When in Rome,
good.
Great fucking punk record. I love it. So what do you got for number 7?
When in Rome,
there you go.
First record. It's a fun record. There's nothing really defining on this for them, like overall. With a handful of songs, I think, being bangers. It's a fun piece, super solid kind of first record. But like I hate even using like the term classic lineup of the Vandals, because like this is not the Vandals. The classic lineup of the Vandals is the Vandals. This should be called something entirely different. It's just this is not the fucking Vandals. It really has nothing to do with it, except for it's kind of fun sometimes. But nothing here is what we know of like Hitler, diarrhea, anything else. So. I've a couple really, really good songs. Lady Killer's a fucking banger of a song. Lady Killer's amazing. I love it. Almost made like my best one, but like it's hard not to choose Hocus Pocus because like you're right. It's a true punk cover. It's pretty fucking sloppy. Yeah. Like I don't understand how I don't even know how they fucking even thought like we should do this song. Like people will like it. Like how can we make it good? Because it's stupid. Like it is. I think the cover is better than the original. I love this cover, and I like how it builds, and I like how he starts wailing the and then finally it goes and it's just it's unreal. It's just an amazing punk cover, and it's so fucking fun. I love the way it goes boop boop. He does a little like those things. Yeah. Everything about that song was absolutely perfect. Airstream is my weakest song. I just think that this would have been so fucking good if this was the classic era of the band. Like this song's not bad. It's a good song. But damn, I can't help but think of what the song would sound like with everybody in it.
With the classic guys in it, yeah.
Because it just sounds like a generic punk band covering a cool Vandals song. That's really what it sounds like.
That's really what the first 2 Vandals records are. Or the EP and this record. That's really what it is. Not bad by any means, but damn, the classic era just did it better. They just did it fucking better. So number 7 for me, The Quickening from 1996. I agree with you. This is like the extension or almost B-sides of the Live Fast Diarrhea sessions, but it's really not. I mean, I think they were a band that I feel like hit what they thought they hit gold with Live Fast Diarrhea, but then they got panned. That record got panned a lot by critics for whatever that's worth. So they decided, to me, at least what I hear on The Quickening, is that they took a lot of the aggressiveness, the craziness of Live Fast, put on, it's much slicker production. The songs are a little bit darker, musically, lyrically. It's heavy, much heavier in moments than parts of Live Fast. But it's lacking melodies. It's lacking like cool, fun little quirky parts. There's no quirkiness to The Quickening. I still love this record. I think it's a fucking fantastic record. I got it on vinyls, translucent green, killer fucking record. But yeah, it just there's nothing here that stands out nearly as much as Live Fast. And like you said, how can you make a record better than Live Fast? Live Fast is just so unique and so out of fucking control in so many ways. But it's so good. But yeah, The Quickening, it's hard to follow up, and it gets so low because it's so hard to follow up and things like that. So banger for me. Tastes Like Chicken. Some weird ass fucking guitar playing. Like Warren does some weird shit on this song, guitar playing wise. This is probably like one of the songs that's closest to Live Fast Diarrhea in its quirkiness, but it's still not that crazy. Stinker, I believe, only because I had to choose one, and it's a closer, and usually closers are, they're a closer for a reason because it's not that great. But in the end, it's just a great fucking punk record that it just pummels you the entire fucking time. So The Quickening, it's a record that is always forgotten about. I think like The Quickening and Internet Dating, those two records are the ones I always forget about. Honestly, I always forget about these records. But yeah, The Quickening is really good. It's truly a hidden gem within their discography. So what do you got for number 6?
It's fun. It's
good.
Number 6, Hollywood Potato Chip, 10th record. There's really only 2 takeaways from this record. One is the Daily Variety lawsuit, or the Variety lawsuit, and the other is just atrocity. Like that's otherwise like that's it. It's just a typical kind of record from this era of the band. Like nothing bad again, but these songs just don't have like identities to them. There's no personality to them. It's just one big blob of a 25-minute song that kind of sounds the same. And honestly, man, like the more I hear this song, the less I like it. And it's
Atrocity?
my weakest song. No, and it's Don't Stop Me Now is my weakest song.
The cover, yeah.
It's just not a good cover. It's just not. It's like nothing about that I want to listen to. It's stupid in every way. But yeah, the banger's Atrocity. That's top tier bangers right there.
Love
fucking
Atrocity.
fast and hard instrumentals with kind of like slower, softer singing pace, and the whole like I'm building a bomb part. Like, why did you say that? Like we're not singing, right? You're just talking. Like I'm building a bomb. It's so stupid.
I know.
But it comes off like she likes like the genius of the Vandals writing, right? Like that. If you didn't know the Vandals, if you thought they were serious, we'll get into the 14, but also like this sounds like he's serious about building a bomb because he's singing serious, and it's like, no, dude, it's such a fucking joke. Like everything to them is, they take nothing seriously about their entire career.
And we'll get more into that, like with like their touring and certain shows that they played. We'll talk about that on the main episode. But yeah, people take this band way too seriously sometimes, and it's just like, dude, you're completely missing the point. They are making fun of people like you. You know what I mean? They just,
it's true.
They don't give a shit, and I fucking love it. Dude, I love this band so much. But all right, so my number 6 is also Hollywood Potato Chip. They're the last record they put out in 2004. It's been 21 years since they put out a record. They're still playing. They're still selling out shows, man. They're still selling out shows. That's crazy. But so the way I looked at Internet Dating Super Studs was like, that was an extension of Look What I Almost Stepped In. Let's make a pop punk record, very extremely pop heavy record. Let's do that. Well, that didn't really work out. So let's go back to Hitler Bad, which was our most successful record. So that's what Hollywood Potato Chip is. It's them trying to do a Hitler Bad sound, which I think they did a good job at. I mean, the songs they're fast, they're catchy as hell. They're quick. They're quirky at times. This is like a true great. This is actually a great extension of of Hitler Bad. So I think this is a fantastic record, and it's honestly something that's grown on me for years now. And I would pick this record up if I ever saw it in the wild. I would pick this up. I would totally pick it up.
$5?
I'd pay I'd probably pay like $30 for this record if I saw it in the wild, because I do really like it, and I know it's pretty easy to find online, but if I just came across it, I'd be really pleasantly surprised when I pick it up. This is the only one that I don't have on vinyl that I do want. So, but yeah, I've never ever seen this in the wild. So yeah, I really do like Hollywood Potato Chip, and we've talked about the whole lawsuit thing with Daily Variety, which is such horse shit. And the idiots at Daily Variety, that big corporation, thought, oh, we could fuck with this little fucking band, not knowing that Joe Escalante is an entertainment. He's literally a lawyer, and he fucking just got back at them, and the Vandals actually won that fucking lawsuit. I don't know how much they got paid out, but they fucking won that lawsuit.
Anything. It was just, they didn't have to pay anything. But it's funny because like Joe became a lawyer to represent the band in case something like this happened, and then it did happen. But he didn't have any like practice like this, right? Like getting sued by, the Showcase Theater is one thing, but getting sued by a fucking worldwide publication is pretty intense. And so one interview that I read was basically like my cousin Vinny. He's just thrown into the fucking lion's den, and he had to like learn as he went along. And like I just kept thinking like of Joe Pesci, my cousin Vinny, who like just had no idea what the fuck he's doing, but he's a quick guy, and that's what I feel like Joe was. Just he had to learn as he went, otherwise he was fucked, and it fucking drained him, and he hated it so much. But like I don't know, it was identical. The typeface, the font was identical. So.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole argument was like, I mean, it was satire. I mean, and then like all the examples were, oh, this is what the Simpsons did. You didn't sue Matt Groening. You didn't sue any of the guys from the Simpsons. This is what SNL did.
Satire is weird.
And that was the whole point. It was like, of course, this big corporation is going to go after like the smaller middle class or the middle guys. They're not going to go after the big guys of SNL and the Simpsons. They're going to go after the middle guys because they can make some money off it. If they sue enough of them for a smaller amount, they can make a lot of money. And that's exactly what they were doing.
I don't think it necessarily has so much to do with money. I think it has to do with like precedent, right? So the Variety sues the Vandals and wins. The next time the Offspring does it, and they can sue them, it's like, hey, but there's precedent. Remember that one time with the Vandals and they lost? And the judge is like, oh yeah, you're right. There is precedent to this. So okay, and then just building like a stronger case in the long term. But I think what won the Vandals the case is they got that case transferred from like fucking Connecticut or some.
They went to the Supreme Court, right?
Well, they got it transferred from there to California. They got the case transferred to the California courts, and California courts is a lot more liberal and a lot more lenient as far as like the arts goes. And rightfully so. That's where fucking Hollywood is and all of the best music. So that's what I think won in the case. But I don't necessarily think it has so much to do with like money, because like the Vandals don't have money anyway. You can win $1 million. They're not going to fucking pay you. They don't have it. I think it has more to do with like precedent. So they get if Variety sued somebody else, and there's already precedent that they've already won a case. So it's easy to pick on the little guys and win like 10 little guy cases. That when you do fight the big guys, there's 10 precedent cases to help you win that big case.
That's a good point. No, that's a really good point.
By the way, Joe fucked them and they lost.
Yeah.
But then they tried to get them after later on about using like fucking, I don't know. People were like third party websites were selling Variety or Vandals t-shirts, and Variety tried to get them on that, and like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Or even the Vandals were at the time. The Vandals were, remember that I had that t-shirt where they were selling, it just said Daily Variety in white, like normal like Times New Roman font, just said Daily Variety, and had a giant red circle with an X through it. That's literally all they were selling. Like no Vandals logo, nothing. It was just said Daily Variety with a circle and a mark through it. And those fucking sold. Those were selling out. I had one of those shirts too. I used to wear it all the time.
That's a cool shirt.
Yeah, fucking super cool shirt. Because people were always like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" It's like, fucking the Vandals. Go look it up. You'll know that these guys are fucking getting fucked over.
Go look it up. Look at like every commenter on Instagram and shit. What does that mean? Look it up. Look it up.
No, but people, I mean, I don't know. It was just like a cool little marketing thing that they did, and they sold a lot of merch. And fuck it, this band deserves making money because they make great fucking music. They're great entertainers. I have no issue buying their merch or kind of pushing what they're trying to do because they're fucking great. So anyway, Hollywood Potato Chip, Atrocity, my banger. You already talked about that. Stinker, I Am Crushed. It's the closer. Nothing wrong with it. Just it's weaker than the rest of the record. I don't know. Whatever. What do you got for number 5? Go.
Here's where I would get on the vinyls, and here's the only appropriate spot for this record. And that's Fear of a Punk Planet, their third record. This really is like their first record. It's them. It's still developing on their iconic Vandal sound. There's a lot of songs here that are very, I don't know, like heavy Vandals kind of thing, like stuff that are heavy to the point where it's almost like thrash, right? Like the heaviness of like Hey Holmes. That's like a thrash song. So their sound is still developing, but it's the band all working together to do things. There's songs that are like, they're punk covers of like Summer Lovin', which is, that's whatever's. It's probably like one of the weakest songs. And then also like Girl Turns 18 Every Day. Like that's a witty fucking song that they will continue to do weird things like that almost every single record from here on out. Sure. But this is definitely not top tier. This is not top tier because the Bengals do two things really well. They do punk and they write fucking catchy melodies. And there's not a whole lot of extremely catchy Vandals melodies here. And that's why it's not top tier. And this is the most appropriate spot for it. But my banger is Join Us for Pong because...
Really? Okay.
Because that sounds fucking crazy, dude. That sounds so goddamn good. And really, like, the reason this is my favorite is because of this one part, which is Join Us for Pong. And then they get Joe like, do.
Well, Joe didn't play bass.
Well, yeah, right. Well,
play drums.
But then also, like, Warren hits with the high parts, too, because, like, but he's not really... He's not, like, playing the notes.
Warren didn't play guitar on this either.
Well, that's what we got going on here, okay?
Jan played guitar on this one. Jan, I don't know.
I was gonna. I think it was Jan.
I think it's Jan, yeah.
Because his last name isn't like an American last name.
Yeah, it's probably Jan, yeah.
But I don't think anybody would ever call him Jan or Jan. I think at every show he ever went to, probably everybody called him Jan.
Probably.
So he probably adapted that. Jan.
You know what?
That's not even a name anyway. It's a girl's name.
On
Jan.
a side note, you know what I realized that we fucked up on so bad was when we did the Fugazi episode. It was we kept calling the guitarist singer Guy Pinciotto or whatever his last name was.
Because we couldn't say it.
No. But his first name is actually pronounced Guy. It's not Guy. It's Guy.
Is it spelled G-U-Y?
It's G-U-Y. But I think it's a French name or maybe a Belgian name. I think it's French, but that is pronounced Guy. It's not Guy. So we kept.
Who the fuck would know that?
I don't know, but I realized that like a couple months ago, I heard somebody say his name, and I'm like, who the fuck is Guy from Fugazi? And then I looked it up, and I'm like, oh my god, we're idiots. We've been calling him Guy for years, but now it's actually Guy. That's how you pronounce that.
And also, like, what are you talking about? Joe didn't play bass. Joe played bass on this one.
No, he didn't. He played drums. He was the drummer at the time.
For Fear of a Punk Planet?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Peace Through Vandalism. Oh my god.
We're not there yet.
Oh, I really thought you said Peace Through Vandalism. My bad.
Yeah, don't
take it back. Okay, sorry, my bad. I really thought you said Peace Through Vandalism.
Because Janers can't do those. Janers can't play guitar like Warren plays guitar.
No. Warren is a significantly better guitar player.
And like Warren is like musician wise, Warren is the best person in this band. That dude is leaps and bounds. Not leaps and bounds, but he's the best musician in this band.
Yes,
for sure.
Correct. Damn, I totally fucked that one up. Shit.
But that's like also too like the whole you don't know if it's Ian MacKaye or Ian Mackay until you hear somebody else say it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like how would you know how to say that unless somebody else says it? Like or somebody of authority says it and you hear it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that guy. Fuck that gee. Fuck that fucking gee.
Oh, you know what it was? It was also when I was watching reruns of that show MXC Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Remember that show on Spike?
Oh, I fucking love that show.
I was watching that a few months ago. That's where it all led. And then I heard... So yeah, I was watching that, and there's a character on that show, and his name is called Guy Ledouche. But
Guy Ledouche.
It says Guy Ledouche, but it's pronounced Guy Ledouche. And then I remember shortly after that, I heard something in some interview. Somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, Guy from Fugazi," and I'm like, "Wait." And it all just kind of like
light bulb fucking came
yeah,
on.
bulb came on. I'm like, "Wait, Guy Ledouche and Guy from fucking Fugazi? It's all the same." So, yeah,
that makes more sense. I don't think any American would ever name their child Guy. Guy Fieri, I guess, but
it's probably Guy Fieri. We've been duped.
No, because he says I'm Guy Fieri.
He does say Guy. Yeah, he does say Guy.
I just fucking I really do like Guy Fieri a lot. So like whenever he does like I listen to his Joe Rogan when he was on Joe Rogan like a month or two ago because I do like Guy Fieri like a lot. He's like my favorite celebrity chef.
Okay,
I don't give a fuck.
That's
Small Wonders, my weakest song. This is kind of that weird grungy fucking song where he kind of sort of sounds like Billy Corgan when he sings, but it's funny, but it's also like annoying. And I know it's meant to be annoying, but it's kind of just like, it's kind of just annoying actually. That's not funny annoying. That's annoying.
Okay.
Were you playing the fucking string?
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I really honestly thought you said Peace Through Vandalism, but I think it's because Peace Through Vandalism is my number 5. So I think that's why I thought you said it. So
as long as Fear of a Punk Planet's your number 4, then that's fine because that's their 4th best record or 5th best if we're ranking Peace Through Vandalism.
Okay. So yeah, Peace Through Vandalism EP 1982. This is kind of not the OG lineup, but I mean this is a very popular lineup of the band with Steve-O on vocals, Jan, I don't know, whatever, on guitar, Joe Escalante on drums, and then bass was Steve Fodder. They all have weird fucking names, and it makes me mad.
Just have normal names like Bill, Hank.
Bill, yes, right. Bill Hank. Yeah, that's a name. That's a full name.
And
so
Boomhauer and Dale.
Yes. So no, this is a great fucking punk record. I do have this on vinyl. I got this from that punk collection I picked up last month for your guys' store, and no, this is just, it's fun. It's witty. It's not as like melodic and wanky as the later stuff, because Warren is, like you mentioned, he's a great fucking guitar player. He's a little bit wanky, but in all the best ways, which, you know, at this time the band just could not do. And this is just, it's just a great fucking punk record. I really have nothing bad to say about it. I think it's fucking amazing. I think it's so amazing. Banger, Anarchy Burger. How can you not love the song? It's this is the only song from this era of the band that I think they still play, like regularly still play this song, Anarchy Burger, because it's fucking amazing. So Stinker, the Legend of Pat Brown, not because it's bad, but just because I had to choose a stinker. I literally have nothing bad to say about this record, and all the good things I have to say have been said a million times, and it's just an incredible punk record. So Peace Through Vandalism, my number 5. What do you got for number 4?
Peace Through Vandalism.
There we go.
This was the first release on Epitaph that wasn't Bad Religion, so that's kind of fun, I guess. It's a great punk record. I mean, it doesn't sound anything like the Vandals, but it's only a handful of songs. Anarchy Burger, that's my favorite too. I understand like why they still play Anarchy Burger, because that's like, even though it's not very like fun, like the lyrics are fun and funny, but it's not fun, right? It's just a punk song, but just funny lyrics. Mm-hmm. But I think just that logo is fucking iconic.
Truly
it's like
iconic.
Their most iconic thing. It's in TV shows. I mean, like it's in Triple
They
X.
still
Vin
kind of
Diesel.
use it. Look at that hat right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the most icon. I've never seen the hat before.
Yeah, you haven't seen this hat the last 10 years I've been wearing it.
I think you left it at my house like twice.
I left it, and you had to mail it to me because I left it at your house.
I think one time too, like you made like a U-turn. It took you like 20 minutes to drive back to get it. Like wasted like 40 minutes of your time just to get his Vandals hat.
Gotta get my Vandals hat back. Yeah.
So funny.
This has been my go-to hat for probably 10 years now. Yeah, I bought this from their website way back when, and I wear it. This is my go-to hat. Love it.
I don't have any go-to hats because my dogs eat them. So
your dogs are crazy.
Yeah. My dogs are annoying. But yeah, this is like that's so iconic. And it was in Triple X. Or Vin Diesel's talking to the bad guy, and they're both talking. They say, "Oh, American politics," and then they mention one of the lines from Anarchy Burger, and it's just fucking iconic. But it's not like in true punk fashion. Like, it's not great. Anarchy Burger's not like a great song. It's just fucking fun. It's a fun, cool punk song. And then HB Hotel, Heartbreak Hotel, the kind of cover song. That's my weakest song. And that's only because Spotify doesn't have this fucking version here. It only has a live version. That's annoying as fuck. So that's it. So okay. That's the only reason why it's my stinker or my weakest song.
You don't have this on vinyl, do you? No.
Nah. Yeah. I would have kept it, but I kept so much stuff.
Yeah, you kept a lot of shit.
I don't think... Was the one you kept an original?
No. It was a 2016 pressing.
Yeah, so then it's... I mean, it's a great record, but it's not that rare.
Yeah. You could. It's always available, but it was another one of those things where it's like, I'll just get it if I see it in the wild, and it was in that collection. I'm like, this is a really cool variant. I don't have it, so I might as well just keep it.
What color's a variant?
It's a black and green. It's a black and green blob, or black with a green blob, so it matches cool. the fucking cover perfectly. But until I get an original, I'll keep this one. So you good with Peace Through Vandalism?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, my number 4 is Look What I Almost Stepped In, the album of the week. So we're not going to get into this. We're not going to get into this right now.
There's no way that's your number 4.
People listening, we're not going to get into this
right now.
There's
no way in hell you put Fear of a Punk Planet above Look What I Almost Stepped In. There's no way.
I did. So we're going to get into this record more thoroughly and deeper on the main episode. So
you literally just have like your wannabe punk goggles on where like, oh, because it sounds more punk, it's going to be better. Like, that's stupid, dude. That's like, we can go like line by line how Fear of a Punk Planet is not as good.
Okay.
It's just not. It's fact. Fact, it is not.
Okay. So anyway, Look What I Almost Stepped In, my number 4. What do you got for number 3? Go.
Hitler Bad, their second or 7th record. This one, I guess dropped a little. I thought this for sure would have been my second favorite one, but this is kind of like splitting the difference. It's kind of similar to Diarrhea in a lot of ways, but it's also very similar to like Stepped In a lot of ways. It's just like transitional thing, and I like these songs. I like them because they're usually a little bit faster, and that's the way like Josh likes to play them, and he comes off as a little bit more complex when he plays faster songs than he does when they're playing the goofy slow stuff. When you're doing the goofy slow stuff, it's just kind of like, he's just like a dime a dozen kind of drummer, but whatever. The lyrics here are more goofy and lighthearted than Diarrhea, even though they're both fun. But also, this is not quite experimental as Stepped In. It's a lot more subdued musically, but it's still a great record. And I really have a lot of negative things to say. Ape Jape,
it's tough.
Ape Jape's such a perfect song. The Ape Jape's a beyond banger. I love this fucking thing so much, and I love all the different names for the mullets they throw out. Even though I'm still convinced some of those are just completely fucking made up. Even though I'll say some of those to like Phil, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that. You've heard of that?" And like, there's no fucking way, dude. Like, there's like the Norco neck warmer. I think is what they call it. That's a good one. I think that one's made up. The I can't even fucking say it.
Neck warmer.
Norco neck warmer.
Tongue twister.
That's a tongue twister, dude. Cafe 4 or 5. I don't know. It was hard to find the weakest songs for, I guess, these top 3. But Cafe 4 or 5, I don't know. It's just a little too generic, I guess.
That's so good, though. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. Who cares?
All right, yeah. I mean, my top 3, which I'm sure you agree with, our top 3s are just, it's going to be so hard to...
Except for fucking Punk Planet.
So anyways, number 3 for me, Fear of a Punk Planet. The first one with the classic lineup of the band, Warren, Josh, Joe, and Dave on vocals. From 1990. This is a weird one because it has a lot of the punk stuff thrown in here, or mostly punk record, but there's a lot of metal, like a lot of like I would almost say like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Faith No More, Jane's Addiction, kind of like metal leaning stuff thrown all throughout this fucking record. Warren does some weird ass fucking crazy wonky solos and lead guitar parts. Dude, it's like Eddie Van Halen in this fucking record. It's so cool. Like the more, like I feel like every listen I have of Fear of a Punk Planet, I hear something new and unique and cool that Warren does on the guitar. Like it's just, there's so much nuance on this record. I truly love Fear of a Punk Planet, and this one took a long time to grow on me, like many, many, many years. Like I would have put Punk Planet way, way lower years ago, but damn, it just gets better. Almost every time I listen to it, it gets better. It's just the only negative thing I would have to say about this record is the production. It has that very kind of mid to late 80s production sound on it, where a lot of flange, a lot of reverb, just has that shitty production that I hate. But otherwise, the songs are all here, man. They're all fucking good. I love this record. There's so much energy. I don't know. I think this record works on every fucking level. Every fucking level. Like this
wild.
This is the true great introduction to the band, and it's unique also within their whole discography. There's no other record that sounds like Punk Planet at all. Stinker or Banger, Anti. I love Anti. I think the song is so much fun. It's in the same vein as Live Fast Diarrhea in its craziness, and also its lyrics too. The lyrics are so dumb and so so goofy, but just equally as creative and quick and witty. I love Anti. Anti's so good.
Okay, that's something, dude.
Stinker is Kokomo. Whatever. I just because I had to choose one. Whatever.
That's an obvious stinker.
Yeah, that's really why. But I love Fear of a Punk Planet. I really, really. I think you should listen to it more. I think you should listen to it 10 more times because it's that fucking good. So.
I mean, time is not like something I just throw in the trash like that. So I'm definitely not going to do that.
Even still, you ranked Fear of a Punk Planet pretty high.
Yeah, because it's not a bad record. It's a good
great fucking record.
But that's stupid to think that it's above Stepton. Like Stepton is objectively better. Everything about Stepton is better than Fear of a Punk Planet.
Okay.
You can go like top songs and rank them all and then match them up together and overall.
I would put Punk Planet above it. Yeah.
They've never done any sound like this because it wasn't like that great. That's not the sound they do well. It's cool. It's fun. But like, come on, like the song the one where I said, "Hey Holmes." That sounds like suicidal, and even the way like the suicidal,
I know. It does.
They're copying that, and it's like it's fine, it's cute, it's fun, it's of its time, it's very late 80s, early 90s, but like it's not great. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, all right. So
fine.
Let's get into your number 2. What do you got? Go.
Number 2's Diarrhea, the Fast Diarrhea. I mean, obviously, this is like their most punk record. That's why it's your number 1. That's why it's there. So because you pretend to be a punker guy.
You don't even know that. You don't even know that.
Please, I knew what your rankings were before we even thought about doing.
I mean, honestly, our rankings are really not that different from each other.
Before we even did Freeze, I didn't know what your rankings were. Okay. So I could have just told you what your rankings were, and your biggest banger and your weakest song too.
But yeah, Diarrhea. Stupid.
This is definitely like their punkiest record. It's like the punk older brother to like Stepton, right? Like Stepton is like this. I guess we'll talk about that later on. But with like Hitler again being the middle ground, I don't think there's anything on this record that's bad. And like this could have easily just been my number 1 had it not just been for nostalgic reasons. And I have no problem with my top 3 being interchangeable. Punk Planet will never be in the top 3. That's stupid. I didn't take my stupid pills. You must have OD'd on them already. Oh. But I have no problem with those 3 being interchangeable. This record's wild. It's extremely funny, and it's not just funny lyrics like Anarchy Burger, but it's funny songs that are structured in a way to like emphasize the punchline. And like that's really what the Vandals do best is write songs that emphasize the punchline. And like in theory, that's stupid. That's a dumb way to fucking write music, because like that's not going to hit, right? Like jokes that are funny 10 years ago aren't funny today, or whatever it is. Like it's hard to do, and it's stupid. It's suicide. But they do it every fucking record, and I feel like they didn't like perfect it on this record, but it's all over this record, and it's funny. Like the Live Fast Diarrhea, like the way he says diarrhea, and like what happens in the music in the background while he's saying diarrhea.
Yeah.
Anyway, my banger, and now we dance and now we dance. But fuck, man, this song is so goddamn good, and like this is perfect use of like the gang vocals, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Get in Line. I don't know.
Love it. That's Tammy's favorite song on the whole record.
Really?
She loves. I mean, anytime we're in there, it's like if we're gonna listen to like punk music, she's like play Get in Line and play Gorgeous from Guttermouth. Those are like
record or just a song?
Just the song. Just Gorgeous from Guttermouth and Get in Line from the Vandals. Like that's like her 2 favorite punk songs.
That's interesting because because like if I were to get into why I don't like Get in Line, it's not that I don't like it. It's just if we're picking one thing, I think it's the most un-Vandals uninteresting song on the record. It sounds like I hate this, but I don't. But I think that's the only way I could put it. And so I think if you really, really like the Vandals, you would probably think that this song is like, okay, I get it. Like it's not.
Tammy,
it's clearly not fucking S or A tier.
Yeah, I think it's a lower tier song on Live Fast, but it's a song where Tammy thinks the lyrics are so funny because it's literally just people talking about somebody else cutting in line and being really mad about somebody cutting in line at Disneyland. It's so hyper local and so specific to it's only if you grew up in Orange County. Like it's only specific to Orange County, but she thinks the lyrics are just so fucking funny. And then the we. She loves the we. The we.
And that's, yeah.
It's so childish, but she loves that shit. But anyway. Okay, so Live Fast. Get in line.
Diarrhea.
Wait, No, Now We Dance is your banger.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 2 is Hitler Bad, Vandals Good. This record, dude, I literally have nothing bad to say about this. I think this is a truly perfect punk record with pop melodies, the perfect amount. It's just perfect songwriting. Like honestly, perfect songwriting. They absolutely fucking nailed it. Live Fast was a little wild. It's a little raw sounding, but here they absolutely perfected it. And with all the pop melodies and things like that, they tried to go more toward that. To me, they tried to go more in that direction for Stepped In, and they left a lot of the punk elements and the craziness of Live Fast and Hitler Bad. But in the end, yeah, Hitler Bad is truly that great combination between those two records. Sits right in the middle. The lyrics are just fucking fantastic. The songs are absolute fucking bangers. So yeah, we've talked about Hitler Bad on the pod before. Go check that episode out. But
what's your stinker for that? What's your weakest song?
Banger is Eurobarge. First of all, Eurobarge is my banger off this one.
Know. I already know.
Stinker, only because I had to choose one. I still really love this song. An Idea for a Movie.
I got an idea for a movie.
And it goes like this. I know. It's so good. It's so good. But it's just a little too poppy. It's a little too much on the poppy end. That really kind of fits this record. But in the end, I still love An Idea for a Movie. But
it's not punking it for you.
Not enough for me, no. So anyway, my number 2. So number 1 for you is obviously Look What I Almost Stepped In.
Look What I Almost Stepped In.
My number 1, which if you're listening right now, go listen to the main episode. We're going to break that record down and all that good shit. Number 1 for me, Live Fast, Diarrhea. From 1995. This is an absolutely insane record. Production-wise, musically, lyrically, vocally. Dude, they are out of their fucking minds on this record. It got shit reviews when it came out. It's never gotten really good reviews, but I truly think this record is just them just having a blast. These guys are like in their mid to maybe late 20s, just having the time of their fucking lives, do whatever they want, because Warren produces like all of these records, and it's just them doing what they think is good and what makes them laugh, and it's so genuine, it's so authentic. And that's one reason why I love it too, because you could hear it. You hear it in all the songs, the melodies, the playing of the instruments. Everything about this record is so unique. There's no punk record that sounds like this, with this amount of quirkiness, fun, technical ability. Just everything about this record is truly amazing. The album artwork is insane too. Like the whole story behind the album artwork is so fucking funny and so crazy. But I love it. Live Fast, Diarrhea is my favorite record. I don't think anything would ever knock it off my number 1 spot. Banger is the title track for right now. It could change. My favorite song off here is the title track, Live Fast, Diarrhea. Absolutely insane song. Stinker, I don't know. It's always going to be my stinker, but it's still a great song, as Johnny Two Bags. It's just a little too. You get this intensity and craziness the entire fucking record. The second,
the storytelling,
yeah, and
Johnny Two Bags.
And then the second to last song, it's like it comes out of fucking nowhere. It's a more like mid-tempo song, a lot of palm mutes, and it's just literally him telling a story, like it's almost like a bouncing soul song. But
what do you say? He's too white to play the blues.
But he's too he's too white to play the blues, but
he should be black to play the blues. He's too green to sing the blues.
Yeah.
Orange County something. Oh,
it's still a great song, but I had to choose a stinker, and it's Johnny Two Bags. So I do love Live Fast Diarrhea. It's truly an incredible record. Everybody should go listen to it. I have it on vinyl. It's one of my favorite records I have on vinyl because it's clear variant with a brown splatter on it, so it looks like literal diarrhea on your on the record. So
Diarrhea Press.
God, it's so fucking good. It was only like $3 more than the one that you bought. And you're like, no, I don't want to spend $3 on this really cool variant.
It's true.
Little shit fuck. Oh yeah.
Shit piss fuck.
All right, so that's all we have for the rankings. Real quick, right now we're just going to run through our top 10 favorite Vandals songs.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get into that. We're just going to go back and forth. How do you want to do this? I forget how we do it every week.
I don't know. I don't remember how we did it last week either. We just go each of us, I guess, just like that, real quick.
Yeah. Worst to best. 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 to 1.
What do you got for number 10?
Here we go. Hocus Pocus. That made my top 10.
Okay.
And then atrocities. I can't say anything. Atrocity. It's not like Sean Connery. Atrocity. And then Let the Bad Times Roll. Let the Bad Times Roll. And then Jackass. Disproportion Head. And Now We Dance. Knew You. Go. Ape Drape. And my favorite Vandal song, 14.
Crazy. 14. Even having the New You on here, you had 4 songs from Stepped In on this top 10. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
So I have 4 from Stepped In and 2 from Diarrhea. So then everything else, so it's 4, 5, 6. So essentially 60% are just from 2 records.
Yeah, that's wild. Especially the New You. Come on.
I love that song.
I do too. It's a great song. That and Jackass. Oy. And Hocus. How do you have Hocus Pocus on here?
It's fucking good.
It is really good, but a top 10.
I don't
no
care.
way.
It's fucking
no
good.
Way.
It's fucking good. I'm not going to pretend and be like, oh, it's not punk enough or it's not classic lineup with the band. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's a good song. It's a good cover. It's funny. It's hilarious.
I have a classic lineup or a old lineup song on here on mine too.
Yeah, the most basic bitch one you could possibly do.
All right, so my number 10, Atrocity, Hollywood Potato Chip. We talked about this. I'm Building a Bomb. Number 9, Pizza Tran from Fear of a Punk Planet. Love this fucking song. And number 8, Anarchy Burger, Hold the Government. My number 8. So number 7, I've Got an Ape Drape from Hitler Bad. Absolute banger. Number 6, And Now We Dance. Dude, this song is something else.
It's so
And Now
good.
We Dance. Oh my God. Just imagining the circle pit when they're singing this song. It's so much fun. I can't wait to go see the Vandals in December again. Number 5, Anti. The song Anti. I talked about that when I talked about Fear of the Punk Planet. It's truly an underrated banger from this band.
See, like you have Hocus Pocus in your top 10. Like you have Anti in your top 10.
Have you ever heard?
Serious?
I don't think you've ever heard.
Are you fucking joking my ass right now?
Anti. I don't think you've heard it.
You've joked so many asses.
Dude,
this
we all
fucking pod.
know I don't joke asses. We all know I don't joke
Mind-boggling.
asses. Don't joke asses. Number 4 for me, Change My Pants. I don't wanna.
Don't want to change my pants.
This is my anthem. My real life anthem. I don't want to change my pants. It's just the lyrics are so fucking stupid. So punker, like making fun of punkers so much in this song. I fucking love it. Live Fast Diarrhea is my number 3. Eurobarge is my number 2. I'll get into that on the main episode, but I love Eurobarge. And number 1, Go from Look What I Almost Stepped In, the album of the week. This is hands down easily the best song the Vandals have ever done. Go is
the best Vandals drummer.